All right, hi everyone. Welcome to Dumbbell Strength. My name's Amber Langford. I'll be running you through today's workout. For today's workout, we are going to be doing a 3x3 workout. We're going to start with 3 lower body exercises. We're going to do 3 rounds of those. Then we'll move on to 3 upper body exercises. And after 3 rounds of that, we will end with 3 rounds of 3 core exercises. So we're going to be hitting that full body today. Let's go ahead and press start on those fitness watches if you'd like to track today's workout. And then let's begin with a little bit of a warm-up. We're going to start first with our arm swings, crossing our arms in front, opening in the back, alternating that top arm, really feeling that chest open when those arms are pulled back. One more here. Going right into our overhead reaches, reaching up and out to the side. Bring it in, switching directions, trying to make a nice diagonal line with our arm and our leg. You can feel free to keep your feet flat and just reach up and over with your arms. One more, each side. Keeping that same leg movement, we're now going to reach horizontal, adding a little bit of rotation through that spine. Same thing on this one. If you would like, you can keep your both feet flat and just reach and twist. Let's do one more, each side. Going right into our butt kickers next. Pressing those hips forward. I want you to bring those heels up. Trying to kick yourself in the glutes. Feeling those hamstrings work. Get a little bit of a stretch in those quads as well. Let's do one more, each side. Ending with some T reaches. We're going to widen our stance. I want those legs a little bit wider than shoulder width. Feet are facing forward. We're going to have our arms out to a T. Taking that right hand, we're going to bend at the waist. Reaching, tapping that opposite foot, and switching direction. Trying to keep your legs as straight as you can. Feeling that nice stretch down those hammies. Let's do one more, each side. Coming on out of that, we are going to get started with exercise number 1. So like I mentioned in the beginning, we're going to start with 3 lower body exercises. For this first round, I will demonstrate the exercise first. We'll perform it together, and then we will move on to the next one. First exercise, we're going to be doing a kickstand RDL. We're going to be using 1 weight for this one. For this weight, I would stick anywhere from light to medium. I'm going a little bit more medium for this one because I want to work my legs just a little bit more. Couple variations for this exercise. Variation number 1, we're going to be in a staggered stance. In this staggered stance, you're going to step back with 1 foot. Using that toe to balance, your back heel should be lifted. We're going to be working this front leg. For our front leg, we're going to be keeping a nice soft knee bend for the whole movement. We're holding on to that weight with that opposite hand. From here, we're going to skim that weight down our leg, sending those hips backwards, keeping our back nice and flat, and then returning to our stand. As we're reaching down, you should feel a nice stretch through those hamstrings. Using that stretch, that's what we're going to contract to stand up. We're going to do 10 each side. If that's a little bit too much, a little bit too much balance, we can do this exercise with our feet side by side in alignment. Same motion here, bending at the waist, reaching one arm down and up. For this one, you will do 10 holding the weight on one hand, and then you'll switch hands when we switch legs. That is exercise 1. We're gonna start in just 5 seconds. Side 1, in 3, 2, 1. Let's work, core is engaged, back is flat. Skimming that weight down, standing tall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more on this side, 9, and 10. Great job, switching sides, other leg in front, holding on to the other side, in 3, 2, 1. Let's work, sending those hips back, skimming that weight down, standing tall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there, 8, 9, one more here, and 10. Great job. Set that weight down. I'm going to demonstrate exercise number 2. While I'm demonstrating, feel free to move about your space, walk around, keep moving, or grab some water if you need it. Our next exercise, we're going to be doing some heel elevated squats. So for this exercise, I do, again, a couple of variations for it. If we're doing that heel elevated part of the exercise, what I will be using is 2 lightweight dumbbells. Mine have that hexagon shape so they can stay flat on the ground. You can also use, if you have any weight plates or like any textbooks or anything anything that's really just like 1 inch or 2 in height. What we're going to be doing is, with that incline, we're going to stand with our toes on the ground, heels are elevated. We're going to be holding on to 2 weights off to our sides. I'm going to be using a little bit more of that medium weight. For this one, from here, you're just going to squat down and up, keeping that back nice and flat. Knees are tracking with our feet. If we don't have the option to elevate those heels, we're just going to do that narrow stance. Legs are going to be right under those hips, and you'll do regular squats with your feet flat on the ground. We are going to do 12 reps, so grab your weights, get ready. We are going to start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, squatting down, standing tall, 1, 2. We are working those quads here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and 12. Great work. Set those weights down. We're moving on to that last lower body exercise. For this last one, I'm going to be using my bench. We're going to be doing a elevated glute bridge. For this exercise, a couple ways we can elevate our feet. We can also do this as a regular glute bridge as well. We're really going to be working our hamstrings on this one. So if we have an elevated surface, this could be a stable chair, like a coffee table, a box, or a bench. You can also use a wall. For that wall surface, you'll just press your feet flat into that wall. The wall is a little bit harder. You want to make sure that you have some nice sticky shoes if you're using the wall. For this exercise, we're going to be laying flat on our back. I want those legs in that nice 90-degree angle. Feet are flexed, toes are pointing up to the ceiling. Hands are just off to the side. We're going to press down through those heels, lifting those hips up into our bridge, lower, and repeat. If we do not have the option to elevate our feet, we are just going to lay flat on our back, feet on the ground. We're going to have a little bit, we're going to have our feet out a little bit farther here. So the angle's going to be just a little bit more than that 90 degrees. Toes are up, hands are off the side, pressing up and down. We're doing 12 reps here. If you'd like, you can add some weight on those hips, but we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lifting the hips up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 2, and 12. Woo. Good work. Shake it out. Slowly making your way back up to standing. We're going to take about 45 more seconds of rest, and then we're going to go back into exercise number 1, that kickstand RDL. During your rest, once again, feel free to grab some water, move about your space, taking your time to transition back to standing. We have 2 more rounds to go. Shake those legs out, get ready. We'll start in about 20 seconds. Single weight for this first exercise. As a reminder, we can be in that staggered stance or with our feet side by side. Main focus is keeping that back flat and keeping just a nice soft knee bend. All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's work. We're gonna do 10 on each side for this exercise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, over halfway, 7, 8, 9, one more here, and 10. Switching sides, other leg in front, in 3, 2, 1, let's work. Keeping that weight nice and close to our body. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Great job, set it down, shake it out, 20 seconds. Then we're moving to our heel elevated squats. Just as a reminder, if we don't have that way to elevate our heels, feel free to just do that nice narrow squat with your feet flat on the ground and those weights just off to the sides. All right, let's get ready. Grabbing those weights, getting in position, elevating those heels if we're able to do so. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's work. 12 reps for this exercise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great job. Set it down, shake it out. We'll take about 30 seconds in between for this one, making your way over or down to the ground and over to that elevated surface if we are elevating those legs for our bridges. Take your time, we'll do another 15 seconds of rest, and then we'll get into the elevated bridges. Making sure that our toes are pointed up to the ceiling. Hands can rest off to the side. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, lifting those hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 2, 11, and 12. Great work. 1 minute of rest. And then we're going into that final round. One last round for this lower body. And then we'll switch the focus to our upper body. All right. Shake those arms out, shake those legs out. Feel free to keep moving. Maybe doing just a few side to side steps. If those hammies are feeling a little extra tight, we can do that nice standing hamstring stretch. We're gonna start in 10 seconds, back up with that staggered stance or kickstand, RDL. So grab your weight, get ready, in 3, 2, 1, let's work. Skimming that weight down, keeping that back nice and flat. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there, 8, 9, and 10. Switching sides, other leg in front. In 3, 2, 1, let's work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Shake it out. Enjoy the breather. 20 seconds. And then we're moving to our squats. All right, let's slowly get in position, grabbing those weights, elevating those heels if we are able to do so. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last 3, 10, 11, and 12. Awesome job. Setting those weights down, slowly making your way down to the ground for our bridges next. Last exercise, last lower body exercise at least. Take your time laying down, elevating those feet. We're gonna start in 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bridge up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 2. And 12. Great job. Shake it out. Slowly making your way back up to standing. Our next 3 exercises are all going to be standing. So we're not going to be moving up and down for these next 3. All right. So same setup. Round 1, I will demonstrate, we'll perform it together, and we'll make our way through our first 3 exercises. Exercise number 1, this is called a waiter's lift or waiter's raise. For this exercise, we are going to be using light weight. So I'm going to be using my 5-pounders for this one. You can even feel free to use lighter weight if you would like. For this exercise, we're going to start by bending our arms up. So our elbows are in a 90-degree angle. Our palms are facing up towards the ceiling. From here, we're just going to lift and straighten our arms up to shoulder height, and then pulling them back in. So we reach up and out, back in. For this exercise, we are working our shoulders in some external rotation. That can be just a little bit challenging if we have any shoulder irritation with this exercise. We can feel free just to hold on to one weight, keeping at that chest height, pressing out and in. That'll give you a little bit more support for this exercise. We're doing 12 reps. So grab your weights or your weight. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, reaching out and in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 2. And 12. Great job. Set these weights down off to the side. We are going to work that upper back next. We're going to be doing a wide row. For our wide row, we can stick with kind of a light to medium weight. We're going to be using 2 weights for this one. We're going to do this in a bent over position. For our bent over position, we are going to send our hips back. Back is nice and flat. We're going to start so our palms are facing our kneecaps. From here, we're going to bring our elbows up and out. Pulling wide, we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades at the top and then straighten down. So for this one, our elbows are going a little bit wider, almost like we're making that nice 90-degree angle. Squeezing our shoulder blades at the top. Our back stays flat for this full exercise. We're gonna do 12 reps. Grab your weights. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Rowing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Halfway. 7, 8, 9, 10, last 2, and 12. Great job. Set these down Shake it out, grab some water if you need it. Our next exercise, we're gonna be doing overhead tricep extension. Once again, sticking a little bit more on that lighter, potentially kind of getting to that medium range. We are gonna be using 2 dumbbells for this one. For this exercise, I'm gonna go down a little bit in weight, and I'm gonna be using my 8-pound dumbbells here. We are going to press our dumbbells together, making sure they're touching the whole time. We're gonna bring our arms up overhead, elbows start straight. From here, we're just gonna bend our elbows, lowering those weights back behind our head, and then straightening tall. We're gonna do 12 reps here, making sure those weights are staying together the whole time. Everyone ready? Let's grab the weights we're using. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bend, pressing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great work. Set them down, shake it out. We'll take about a minute rest here, and then we'll move back to our waiter presses. So shake those arms out. Get ready. Stretch those forearms out if we need to. We have another 30 seconds of rest. And then we're making our way back into round 2. Once again, we can do this with our palms facing up and 2 weights, or we can hold on to one end of a single dumbbell, pressing out and in. Let's get ready. Grabbing those light weights for this one. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pressing out, pulling in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Shake it out, take your breather, 20 seconds. And then we're going back into our wide rows. Shake it out, feel free to pick up those weights. We're gonna start in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, bending at the waist. Elbows go up and wide. Shoulder blades squeeze. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there. 9, 10, last 2. 11 and 12. Great job. Shake it out, take your breather. One last exercise for round 2. And we're working those triceps. We're gonna start in 10. So grab those weights, get ready. Get in position. In 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Keeping those weights together. Bend and straighten tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost there. 10, 11, one more, and 12, and done. One more round to go for our upper body exercises. Enjoy that minute of rest, and then we'll do that final round. We are going to be ending with 3 core exercises today. Our core exercises are going to be on the ground. These exercises, one can be done with or without weight. The other 2 will be done body weight. We have 2 exercises on our back or seated, and then the other one is going to be in a plank position. I have a few variations for each of those exercises to best suit you, but we'll worry about that in just a second. First, we have to do our final round of our upper body. So grab your weights. Get ready. We're starting with those waiter lifts. In 3, 2, 1. Let's work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost there, 11, and 12, and done. Go ahead and set these weights off to the side. Shake it out, take your breather. About 15 more seconds, and then we're going into our wide rows. Get ready, grab those weights. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. 1, 2, big squeeze at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great job. Go ahead and set these weights down. Shake it out. We'll give it another 15. And then we're ending with our tricep extensions. All right. Last upper body. Grab those weights. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bend and push tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Last one. And 12. All right. It's time for some core work next. We're going to be starting on our backs for this first exercise. For exercise number 1, I'm going to be using a super light weight, my 3-pounder here. This one can be done without weight as well. We are going to be laying flat on our backs. We're going to be keeping our head, shoulders, and back on the ground the whole time. We're going to be working opposite arm, opposite leg for this one. So for this one, I'm going to start with my left arm. I'm going to have it straight out behind me. Right leg is going to be straight out. I'm going to keep my right leg bent, right leg is straight, left leg is bent, right arm is braced on the ground. We are going to try to lift our arm and leg up, tapping, and then opening once again. So we're going to tap arm and leg, and then open. We can, for this one, do this without weight. reaching, tapping, and then come back up. We can keep that leg a little more bent as well. We're going to do 10 on each side. Starting side one. Grab those weights if you're using a weight. Opposite arm, opposite leg are working. In 3, 2, 1, lifting up, meeting in the middle. If you'd like to increase the intensity, you can lift your head up and lower. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Switching sides, straightening the other leg out, lifting the opposite arm overhead. In 3, 2, 1, reaching up, tapping, lifting that head up as well. If you'd like to increase the intensity, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Go ahead and move on up to a seated position. We're gonna go into some tuck-ins next. For our tuck-ins, we're gonna start with our hands back behind our glutes. I want those fingers pointed towards our body. We're gonna start with our legs tucked in. Feet are gonna be lifted off the ground. We can have those elbows bent here. From this position, we're going to lower our chest and extend our legs out. So we're opening and then closing back into that tucked position. The more we open, the harder it is to get back up to that tucked position. So you can feel free to keep those legs a little more bent, tapping, and moving a little bit in smaller movements here. We're going to do 8 repetitions. So get ready, placing those hands back behind your body. In 3, 2, 1, opening as far as you can, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and done. I almost did a few more there. Last core exercise. We are going to do some plank pike ups. For this plank pike up exercise, couple variations here. I'm gonna be doing this on my hands and my feet. If we have any wrist irritation, you can also feel free to do this exercise on your elbows. And I'll show you all the variations as well. But we're gonna start with shoulders stacked over those wrists. Legs extended, starting that plank position. We're gonna lift our hips up, going into a little bit of a downward dog, and then lowering back down to that plank. We lift, and then lower. We can do this from our elbows as well, with our elbows on the ground, hands on the ground, hiking up and down. We can also do this from a kneeling plank, hips are flat, pushing back, and then lowering back down to that kneeling plank. The kneeling plank can be done on those forearms as well. Last variation, we can do this on an incline with our hands elevated on a wall, bench, stable chair, or a desk. Those are our variations. We're gonna do 10 reps. So, get ready. Get in position in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Lift and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, one more. And 10. Great job, shake it out. Moving back to our backs. We're gonna take a little bit of a quicker rest break in between these exercises for time for this one. So, laying flat on our back, working opposite arm, opposite leg, straightening out one arm and one leg. We're gonna reach up and tap, lifting that head up to increase the intensity. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Working side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Moving to that seated position. Excuse me. Quick rest. Shaking that body out. We're moving to our seated tuck-ins. Hands are behind our hips. Fingers are pointing towards our body. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opening as far as you can. And up 1, 2, 3, 4, halfway. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo! Feel free to rock it out. Do a little bit of a butterfly stretch, letting those hips fall open. Moving to our plank pike ups next. We're gonna start in just 10 seconds. Quick rest. 10 reps here. In 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Lifting those hips up and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost there. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Shake it out. Making your way back down to our backs. 10 reps each side. Here we go. Starting side 1 in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly moving up to that seated position. 2 more exercises to go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Almost done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, and 8. Great job. One final exercise to go. If you don't have time and you need to hop, feel free to end in a child's pose, catching that breath. If you're able to stick with me, let's finish out that last exercise. In 3, 2, 1. Let's work lifting up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one here. And 10. Lowering down to those knees. We're gonna bring our feet together, sending those hips back, moving into that nice child's pose position, letting those arms extend out, trying to get those glutes to those heels. We're gonna take 4 deep breaths, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. As you inhale, feel that belly pressing into your thighs. As you exhale, try to pull it away from your thighs. One more breath. Slowly coming on up out of that. Feel free to do a few shoulder rolls back. And that is all the exercises I have for you all today. Thank you so much for joining Dumbbell Strength. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and see you next time.